What it is, what it do, cyber world, it is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It, ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all your love and support. It makes a huge, huge difference. So today we are joined by the CEO of Marathon Productions, the wonderful Stuart Rice. Hey, Stuart.
Hey, you know that CEO stands for Chief Everything Officer, because I do everything for my company.
I believe that. I'm all on Team Stuart with that one. So we can definitely rub off of that. So Stuart, first and foremost, let our audience know, where are you from? Where do you represent?
I live in Portland, Oregon.
Okay, cool. Now,
It's actually not as weird as the show shows. Portlandia, it doesn't show the right amount of weird. It's far weirder in real life.
It's far weirder in real life. Okay. We'll dip off into that off air. But so as a kid, Stuart, what were your childhood aspirations? What did you want to be?
You know, as a kid, I always wanted to be one of two things, which were completely strange to me. As an adult, looking back, I either wanted to be a psychiatrist. I really enjoyed the idea of helping people with issues and discovering new ways of dealing with things, trauma, that type of thing. So that was one avenue. The other one was I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. So those two things don't really mix well together.
It's something else.
Those are the things I wanted to be.
So how did Marathon Productions come about?
It came about from an actual need. So someone contacted me and asked me to help them create a podcast and get it published and market it and all of those things. And he wanted to pay me. And so in order to do that, I had to create a company. And so I created Marathon Productions of Outstanding Podcasts. That's the actual name of the company.
So from that, when did you get the idea for Sketch Comedy Podcast?
Well, Sketch Comedy Podcast Show came about a long ago. So this was a little bit of a lengthy story.
We got time. We got time.
Okay, so I actually, after my divorce, I was dating, and I was doing a lot of online dating. And I met somebody online dating that we got along incredibly well. And for 9 months, we really tried to make the relationship work. Unfortunately, there were just some issues, and it was just, it just didn't work out. We just weren't as attracted to each other as we had hoped. But if we didn't, we just absolutely loved each other, and we enjoyed being funny together. So what happened was I ended up grabbing a couple of rock band microphones, you know, the microphones, the cheap USB microphones that come with Rock Band games. And we plugged them into my computer, and I got them to figure out how to talk to the computer. And we decided we were going to make a podcast just full of us making silly sketches. So we did. We called it Sketch Comedy Podcast Show. A couple years later, she got into a relationship, and her life got a little busy, so she decided to, move on with life. Leave me with our child, the show, which I was totally fine with. So what I did was I actually ended up changing the format of the show so that it was just having interesting conversations with interesting people, much like yourself, because you have been on the show.
I have.
And everybody should check out that episode. It's great.
Absolutely.
We talked about why hip-hop is dead, which is a controversial subject.
Yes.
For some. But, what it turned into is I have conversations with interesting people, and then based off of the conversation, we create a improvised comedy sketch. So I get to do a little bit of in hindsight, a little bit of the psychiatry, because I'm, talking about and delving into to conversations with people. And then I get to be funny too. It's great.
Yeah, it's a good balance, and that's what I love about podcasts. And someone was asking me the other day, well, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. I don't know, because I don't know how to do one. Well, there's no like set blueprint as to this is what a podcast is. This is exactly what you need to talk about every single show, or this is exactly the format. No. So I love the self-expression that comes behind everybody's show. Everyone's doing podcasts. Yeah, they're out there, but every show is different. And what I love about your show the most is just that, like I said, it's just free flowing, just like my show, just different. Everyone has their own flow. Everyone has their own style. And your show is often very, it's always humorous. It's always fun and humorous.
I appreciate that.
And, people tend to have a good time. So, I mean, I know that people leave your show, smiling and feeling good about themselves. They're like, you know what? That Ash chick on that show, man, that was kind of weird. I don't know if he should have her back on again.
Well, I haven't had any, no pitchforks. No one's been, yelling at me about having you on the show.
Gotcha.
It's been all good responses.
That's always good.
Yeah, actually, the thing is that a lot of times people think you have to have fancy equipment. This is the number, because I obviously get contacted about starting podcasts pretty often.
Yeah. And
the number one question is well, what kind of equipment do I need? And I always love to tell the story of, I grabbed their toy microphones. I plugged 2 toy microphones into my, at the time, 8-year-old computer, and we recorded a podcast. And we're mildly successful. We were mildly successful then. I'm still mildly successful with it now.
Yeah.
And it really didn't take a lot of money. It didn't take a lot of. What it took was a lot of consistency and a lot of passion.
Yeah.
That's really what it takes.
That's really the gist of that. All right, you guys, so we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we're going to chat more with Stuart to see what is up next for him and where you guys, of course, can follow him and check out some of these episodes. So hang tight. We'll be right back.
Did you know that some foods can cause weight gain, body aches, and extreme fatigue? These are just some of the symptoms of food intolerance. Well, what is food intolerance? Food intolerance can occur when the body cannot properly digest certain foods. This can result in acid reflux, migraines, and so many other painful issues. How do you find out what foods are causing this irritation? It's easy. Pinner Test. With 500,000 satisfied clients worldwide, Pinner Test is the #1 way of identifying foods that may be causing discomfort. This simple at-home kit is easy to use with results usually within 2 weeks via email. It's that simple, all right? What are you waiting for? Go visit pinnertest.com and use my special promo code AshSaidIt for your discount today.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Ash Brown. Yes, this is the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I'm chatting now with my good friend, Stuart Rice. So, Stuart, what would you say is the next phase of Marathon Productions?
Well, I'm hoping that I've got 2 podcasts now. I've got my own sketch comedy podcast show, and I've also got another podcast that I'm producing for somebody else. And I'm just hoping to get a little bit more traction with those. I'd like to get a number of other shows into the group. And basically, with my production company, it's primarily what I do is I help produce the actual show. Create a workflow for people so that they can actually continue the show themselves.
Gotcha.
And then offer some help with marketing and some advice. So that's basically, I would like to get more clients as far as that goes.
Okay.
But the other thing for Sketch Comedy Podcast Show, the show has kind of hit this point where it's got to evolve a little bit. So one of the things I'm really looking into is doing live shows. Getting either local interesting people to each area, or of course, it would be neat to get more celebrities. But it's all about time and getting that all arranged. But things of that nature, just kind of doing the sketch comedy podcast show on a bigger scale.
Yeah, no, I think that you're definitely on the right track as far as like consistency goes, and I wouldn't say like feel pressure like you need like, celebrities, so to speak. I think the show speaks for itself, and people don't necessarily have to be celebrities to help leverage it. And I just see it continue to grow and continue to prosper. The more that you can build your audience, the more people that know about it, the better. So we will keep on pushing and promoting and tweeting and all that good stuff. Just getting the word out there about it, because there's still so many people that may not be aware of it. So
Right.
I definitely
Well,
see.
that's the number one thing is you could have the best. If you make the best apple pie,
Mm-hmm.
and the only person to eat it is you, nobody knows it's the best apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
So it is about getting that out there and letting people know.
Absolutely. So last but certainly not least, Stuart, what advice could you offer to any aspiring podcasters? Anyone out there that's thinking, you know what, I want to do a podcast, but I don't think I can do it, or I don't think I'm going to do it right.
So the best advice I can give is the old Nike adage, just do it. So if I can really quickly, I had someone who's approaching me about becoming a client of mine. And before she even came to me, she had actually recorded her first episode of a podcast.
Ooh.
She did it on the speakerphone of her iPhone and a digital recorder. So it was she did a phone interview with a digital recorder and the speakerphone from her iPhone. And as far as equipment goes, you can't get more bare bones than that.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. And what was great about it is she came to me with this great content right off the bat because everybody has their one thing that they're really into.
Right.
Speak to that one thing. If the content's great, everything else falls into place.
Awesome. Stuart Rice, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you so very much. Seeing more and more good things.
Thank you, Ash. It was wonderful.
Definitely. And Stuart, let everyone know the best way to contact you and to follow you on social.
Okay. Well, the best way to do it is probably either Twitter, and that's @SketchCompod, or on Facebook, you can find us at Sketch Comedy Podcast Show, or you can go to the website, which is www, if people still use that, sketchcomedypodcastshow.com.
Sounds like a plan. We appreciate you so very much, and I thank you all for downloading my shows. I appreciate you. Thank you. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.